Hello and welcome back. I'm so excited to introduce you to someone that has made a huge impact in my life. I've known her for years and have been working with her very closely for the last year or so on my own business. I'm so thrilled and so pleased to introduce you to my speaking coach and mentor, Arvee Robinson.
Hey, yay! Hi, CJ.
Hi, Arvee. Thank you so much for doing this with me. Bear with us. We're doing something new. We're doing our interview, but this time we're doing a virtual interview. I'm down in San Diego, and Arvee is located in the Los Angeles area. So this is something new for us, but we're embracing the technology, and we're going to make it work. Right, Arvee?
Right, you got it.
Absolutely. Arvee, would you please share with my audience just for a few minutes about who you are, where you came from, and how that led you into what you're doing now?
Oh, I would love to. Well, I came out of corporate America, and back in the 80s, I was working for a company by the name of Deloitte Haskins & Sells. My degree's in information systems. So I went to work in the systems department, and my job was to set up financial accounting systems for small to mid-sized businesses, because back then everybody was doing it manually. And so my boss came to me one day and said, Arvee, I want you to get out there and start speaking to tell people about the service, because the service was invisible, right? No one knew that we were now offering this brand new service. So I thought I could speak because I took one speech class in college, and I quickly found out I couldn't. And a woman came up to me after one of my speeches and actually told me that I said okay after every single sentence. So I knew in that moment that I didn't know what I was doing. That just because I could flap my jaw and talk didn't make me a professional public speaker. So I thought there must be more to this than what I'm learning or what I'm doing. So I made it my mission to master this. And so I took training, I went to seminars, anything with the word communication in it. I went to mentors and coaches and took classes and read books and did everything I could. And then the next time I went out to speak, boom, I got clients just like that. I just went blah, 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 boom, clients. And I thought to myself in that moment, wow, this stuff really works. When you know how to do it right, it really works. And so that launched my speaking career, and I spoke all through corporate America for over 23 years. And then I reached the top in corporate America, and it was time to make a change. And I didn't know what kind of change to make because my degree was in information systems. My career was information systems, and I had gone as far as I could as a middle manager, pushing paper around, managing staff, and I knew there must be more that I can do. And in that moment, I didn't think public speaking. So I did what any smart girl would do. I prayed about it, and boom, the answer came, and that was public speaking. So that was 15 years ago. And 15 years ago, I left corporate America and started my own entrepreneurial company where I've trained over 5,000 business owners and entrepreneurs and coaches and consultants on how they can use public speaking to get more clients, get their message out, gain that visibility that they need, and of course, make a difference with their words. And I've given over 3,500 speeches myself all over the country, all over the world, Egypt and Yucatan and Jamaica and all kinds of.
Yes.
Yeah, you're Jamaican me crazy. Yeah. All kinds of exotic places that normally people don't speak. And it's just been a great time, great ride. But really the joy I get is when I see my students on stages, when I see them crushing their speech, when I see clients, potential clients and prospects coming up to them at the end of their speech, and when I see them changing lives of those in the audience, when there might be tears or there might be laughter. I mean, there is no bigger joy that I get than when I see that happening.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So that tells us a little bit about where you came from and how you got into what you're doing now. If you would, share a few minutes on those last 15 years. And specifically, my audience is mainly consisting of business owners and entrepreneurs and people around that area. Talk about how you work with small business owners and entrepreneurs, how you marry public speaking to running and trying to promote a business. That seems like those two things might not go together, and yet through your system and your formula, you found a way. Tell us about that.
That's right. Thank you, CJ. Yes, it's what I teach people is, as CJ mentioned, a system, and this system is a system for speaking, and it's designed really for business owners and how to reach your audience and build rapport with your audience, build that trust with your audience so that they will want to do business with you. And if we look at it as a metaphor, it's kind of, think of it as a sandwich. Now, when I got out of corporate America into the public speaking world, there were no systems. And because I was a systems girl, right? Everything I did was a system. We had flow charts for this and flow charts for that. When I got out into this world, there wasn't anything, because I thought, well, I'll just get somebody's system and, you know, fix it up or whatever, customize it. But there wasn't any. There was only beginning, middle, and end. That was the closest I could find. But no one told you what to put in the beginning, middle, and end. And business owners, I would see them on stages at chambers of commerce or whatever, and it was like all they would do is like give information and be a little commercial. Very, very boring. They wouldn't sandwich their talk. Now, the first part of that bread is what I call rapport. So if you don't have rapport for your audience, then how do they eat that sandwich? And if you don't have the close, which is the bottom piece, then the whole thing falls apart. And that's what I would see. People would just give information and nothing else, no rapport, no anything for their audience. They didn't even focus on their audience or care about their audience. At least that's how I felt. So I started developing the system step by step by step to be sure that they could build that trust and rapport. And then the other thing is the close. They wouldn't have that close. They would just go, are there any questions? Nobody would say anything. Then they'd go, thank you, and walk off stage. And I'm like, my God, no wonder you're not getting business. You bore people. They don't want to do business with you. You just give them way too much information that they can't even take in. And then you don't have any invitation at the end. It's like, why are you up there speaking? So I made it a mission of mine to train business owners and entrepreneurs, because they can be getting business. They can be getting referrals. They can be, and again, it's not a hard sell. See, we always think when we go to a seminar, we see somebody selling from the stage, we go, oh, we don't want to do that. You don't have to do that. I teach 5 different closes, because not all one close fits every situation. There's different closes for the time that you have to speak, for the audience that you're speaking in front of. So you can't just do one close. You can't just know one close. So one of them is selling, but I tell people, don't even try to sell from the platform unless you've done at least 200 speeches. So don't even worry about it. There's so many other closes you could be doing that will get you business. So that's what I teach people.
Absolutely, absolutely. And the amazing thing about Arvee's program is it gives you the exact steps you need to take. And one of the things is you don't know what you don't know. So at the beginning, you can say, I don't know what it is. I don't know how this is going to help me or how I can fit my own business into this. But after personally experiencing the program and going through it over the last year, it is just totally revolutionizing the way I'm doing my business. It's transforming it. It's adding other areas into my business that I didn't even see a year ago. And it's all because Arvee has a system that is plug and play. You learn her steps, you learn her system, but you insert your own message and your own gifting into it. And it gives you this enormous freedom to then be able to reach so many more people in so many other ways. And I've been working with her now for coming up on a year and a half, but you don't have to wait a whole year and a half before you can implement her system. You can get started in a matter of just a couple days. Arvee, please tell us about the program that you've got coming up where they can do that.
Absolutely. Well, it's called the $1 Million Speaker Summit. And it's June 7th, 8th, and 9th. That's a Thursday through Saturday. So you can have Sunday to be with your God and your kids and your family. So Thursday through Saturday in Irvine, California, at the Irvine Hotel. And it's truly $1 million event. And the people that come are, they're just high-level movers and shakers, top producers, high achievers. They're people you're going to want to meet and be around. So they're not tire kickers or bench warmers. They are truly people that want to make a difference in this world and want to make more business, get more business, and want to meet more people. So again, you're going to learn how to create that $1 million speech, reach millions of people, and make millions. And that's what that event's all about.
Absolutely. What a wonderful program. I'm so excited to be able to introduce you to Arvee and her program. Arvee, tell them, how can they get involved in that program? Where should they go to learn more?
Okay, well, you can go to, do you want to give them your link?
Absolutely. Yes, you can. I have my own personal link that you can use. It's mdss.gilbertstudios.com. That stands for $1 Million Speaker Summit, mdss.gilbertstudios.com. That's my website, mdss.gilbertstudios.com. That'll take you right to Arvee's program, and you can learn more all about it.
Absolutely. Great. Yes, and I hope to see you there because you're worth it. And you're worth millions. So let's go make millions together.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Arvee, thank you so much for sharing with us. Any final words?
Just that each and every one of you has a message to share that only you can share to people that can only hear it from you. And that message will save somebody's business or their life or maybe even their soul. So it is your duty to get that message out. And the world is waiting for your words. So let's not make them wait any longer.
Amen. Thank you, Arvee. Please check out our program. Thanks for watching. Stick around with our next segment coming right up.
All right. Thank you. Bye. Bye, CJ.
Bye-bye.